Some say it grew from our malice and indifference. Some say it was retribution from the heavens. All we know is the pandemic began somewhere. Somewhere cursed, dark, and filled with sorrow. Future generations will wonder how it all started. We will tell them the infection began with some say it was PodcastZERO from
Man flesh! Feed me your man flesh. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, man. What a bunch of crazy crap, man. Bunch of crazy craps. DDoSers trying to take down my Amazon Web Services putty account. Ain't gonna happen, bitches.
Oh, I love that dance.
You like the dance?
Oh god, I love that so much. Like,
hello.
imagine... Yeah.
I got the moves, baby. Check that ass.
There has to be like a mob of them that will just do that sometimes.
Like
oh my god.
Scavenging through a city and you run upon a group of these.
Wow, they went
Absolutely.
really in depth.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Let me start my bot so I get the chat up on the screen. Hello, everybody. Dog cannons at the ready.
Yes, dog cannons!
Dog cannons.
Who has the who has the dog cannons? That person follows me on okay. I was like, that person follows me on Twitter.
Oh god. Still getting hit with a DDoS here. Lovely!
That's okay, I can watch this video
We'll
for
just
days.
watch this for days.
Days.
Mm.
This is the podcast.
This is
Oh my
podcast.
god.
That's all we're gonna do.
This is
It's
amazing.
the whole dance. It's crazy.
We can sing along to it as we're going.
How long does it take for them to do this?
They wasted like time. They could have been doing other things doing this.
Well, it wasn't
took
like that.
I'm okay with
2
this.
months.
I'm
I'm
okay with
impressed.
this.
I mean, just like put it in the game. Like this has got to be there,
Exactly.
dude. That's how they can monetize it. In-depth
dance studio?
emotes.
I
Dance
would
studio,
pay
like,
for zombie emotes.
like
you
World
want a
Warcraft and
thriller?
stuff.
If you want a thriller,
Mhm.
$2.
Like,
Fourth.
a game mode with only thriller dancing zombies.
Could do that.
I'd
I'd
pay
feel
that.
so bad killing them, though.
Or maybe it would be an Easter egg when you got
Try
like
to
a
dance with
walkie-talkie. You play the sound through them. Risk getting sued by MJ Studios or
Well,
whatever they got.
Sony owns
Zombie
Michael
dance.
Jackson's stuff, so
Do they?
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
We can make this work, Sony.
it could work.
We can make this work.
He's dead anyway, so maybe he comes back as a zombie. Ah!
They'll bring it back as a hologram unless they already have. They always do.
Speaking of, did you guys see the latest South Park?
No.
The rehash?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
rehash. It's pretty good. If you're a streamer, you have to watch it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So, welcome everybody to H1Z1 Podcast Zero. We're going to discuss H1Z1 here in uno momento, por favor. Sorry, I had a little bit of a rough start there getting this thing going again, but it's been a while. And I wanted to welcome back Skylatron.
Hi. I missed you.
She is the executive commander of Cheese at 10 Ton Hammer.
Absolutely. Swiss this week.
What's this week? Oh, that's good. I thought you were going with Camembert.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. Okay. And Mr. Tangent. Hello, Tangent.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Welcome, welcome. And Mr. Satellizer Mike.
What's up?
What's happening, bitches? So we have stuff to talk about. Holy crap. You know, we haven't done this show in a while, mainly because there was just, like, nothing to talk about. And that wasn't necessarily anyone's fault, but Sony sort of shut the door and said, GTFO, we don't want to talk to you right now. We're kind of busy. So, very exciting. What's going on in the background here? This is Sony Shock and brain freeze right now. Playing, this is the last build, the last one that they did, which was in October, I think. So this is older build. Now, everybody here except myself and Tangent have played it, right? Tangent, you haven't played it yet, have you?
I have not played it.
but Satellizer and Skylatron have.
Yes, not since PAX
while.
Prime, which was the E3 build, so I haven't played anything that's even remotely new.
Okay.
Whenever E3 was.
So it's been a while for you as well.
It's been a while since I've played. Yeah, I haven't played on something that's updated.
We are going to do a Q&A answer session later on. Like, we're not the developers, but there are developers in the chat. So what you guys can do is you can just write question in the word question in brackets, and I'll try to grab them up and stick them into our chat here while we're doing this. And we'll try to answer them the best we can. If we can't, then we will pass it over to some of the devs that are in the audience and see if they want to answer them for us. Skylar's a bit loud.
Sorry.
Big load.
No, it's probably not you. I have to change the settings on this, and I reset the computer. There it goes, yeah. I reset the computer, and I forgot to reset the setting. Okay, say something.
I'm saying something in my normal, regular, not yelling voice.
There we go, that's better.
Okay.
Your mom is a bit close to the mic.
You're a bit close to the mic. Your mom's a bit... I don't have anything. I got nothing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what the hell's happening there.
I don't know.
That's 720. That'd be better. All right, so let's talk about the whiteboard. Oh, first off, everybody, if you're not familiar, Early Access has been announced as of Monday. That Early Access is going to be January 15th of next year. So within like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Or
3 weeks?
Month? It's a month.
A month. Yeah.
It's
like
a month.
About a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just a little over a month. A little under a month. So I don't know. That's pretty exciting that we finally have a date.
Yeah, gonna go with yeah on that. Oh no, we just have a date. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody panic.
Nobody picnic.
Yeah.
Now, what were your guys' thoughts on the date, real quick? Because to me, I'm excited. I'm really ecstatic. I was hoping it wasn't going to be like May, because that's what Smedley said last year, or this year. He said May.
I was both like really thrilled, but also kind of bummed out. Like I was really thinking that we were going to get it like this week. Like, the whole time I was watching everything, I thought for sure they were going to be like, oh, and by the way, it's actually live. Like, by the time then they were talking.
Mm-hmm.
And a bit selfish, but like Satellizer and I are going to be at PAX South.
Right?
Like,
Yes,
right
he gets to play it while you're there.
Yeah.
You guys
Who aren't going, right?
So it's like, it's like, oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that 15th is much better than waiting for too far long.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be at least a week. I was hoping it wouldn't be the day of their announcement, because then I would have been completely unprepared for everything. I was hoping at least a week before. But this is still doable. Again, the whole PAX South a week after is going to be a bummer. But now we have a chance to prepare and get ready. All that good stuff.
And they can hopefully build up some hype at PAX South.
That's a good
pretty
point.
exciting.
Yeah. They probably,
Maybe play on the live servers.
You guys will be playing it there as well, I bet.
Yeah, I think so.
I just gotta find out where you are so I can come murder you. Just saying.
Whoa.
I can murder people lately. I don't know what it is.
Sportsy.
It's my MLG instincts. Just to get in and murder people. All right, so let's
Oh, there's Clegg getting shot.
yeah. and George getting.
Oh, so they will be at PAX South. Oh, perfect.
Cool. Good.
You'll be
to
at
know.
PAX. You have H1Z1. Do you have any plans for what's going to happen there? Like I'm saying for people that are coming down to play.
I will camp that booth if there is one.
Real quick for the very loud person who asked what the hardware requirements are with 4,000 caps.
Yes.
If you can play Planet Side 2, you
Yes.
can probably play this. The only difference is that it requires a 64-bit OS. So
And
there you
PlanetSide
go.
is free, so check it out.
Right, yeah. So download it,
Yep.
play it, and if it works for good for you, you're in for H1Z1 because it's effectively Planet Side
Boom.
with zombies.
Effectively.
PlanetSide probably is even more rigorous though too, because of like the multi-war
Number of
things
people.
going on.
Yeah.
So if you
Yep.
can handle that, you're gonna be golden.
Yep.
Where the hell is my thing?
We can't help you with that.
Yeah,
This
I've been looking
person's
for the thingy, and I've been playing a lot of Rust lately, so I've been very in touch with my thingy, but I can't seem to find it here. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about. I'll try to find it while we're getting it. That's good enough. Whatever. You need to spell access correctly, though. All right. Okay, so let's talk about the Schmedley whiteboard. Okay.
Everybody finally got to see it.
What's that?
Yeah.
The legendary whiteboard.
The legendary whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down the list here and just look at some of this stuff here.
You have a link for it?
It's on Reddit. Could somebody put that in the chat for me? Because I can't really grab it like this.
Oh, I can just try to see it on the screen here.
I got it from Twitter.
You got it from Twitter? Okay.
Which probably doesn't help any, but here, I'll paste it again. That's not the link. That's where we are right now.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Hey!
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming.
You did, Clegg? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Clegg. You're a hero.
Clegg delivers the ocean.
Just so you know, I talked to Schmidt and showing this.
Cheers.
Thank you. I appreciate
Clegg.
that. All right.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys can clear it up, and the devs in the audience is Clegg, and we got H1Z1 here, which is Legion, and everybody else who might be in there hiding. Dave1Z1 might be here. So down the list here, inventory crafting, discovery, they went to debugging. I don't know what the next line says.
Zombie. Oh, this is.
Find it.
You know, I feel like I'm doing. I feel like I'm scouring an old Resident Evil strategy guide. The ones that would break down. The ones that you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you would break down like the writing on the wall and the billboards. They're like half off, like the screen and.
Yeah.
Zombie. Yes,
Which
blow
one
it
are
up
we
as much as you
looking at?
can.
Yeah. It's a
Zombie. It says zombie weapons, new zombies.
To lose difficulty?
You lose difficulty. Zombie weapons, new zombies to lose difficulty.
Is it lose?
Via
Because
mesh
I hope
swap.
not, because lose it looks like it has their 2 O's in it, and lose with
See,
2 O's.
I see
looks like
new
it says
zombies
different.
to lose different. Yeah, I
Different.
see
Zombies
that.
look different.
Look different via mesh swap. Yes, we are hacker.
There we go. We did it.
This is like we're like cryptographic peoples. We're figuring out the cryptographs.
All right.
Number 2 we were trying to read, Clegg.
Yeah,
Finish and polish the core map.
and that one is still not done.
Oh, apparently all of the text is over on Reddit. We could probably just use it.
This is better.
Aw, you ruined it. Well, actually, maybe not. We could just look dumb.
We can just keep going.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
It works.
Simple intro is the next one.
Well, I'm glad to get
That's so we.
Glare on it. I can't really. That sweet logo.
finalize melee grappling, swinging, cutting weapons.
Oh, the
Fix
melee
that.
grappling.
I think why that's in there is because they watched the Uncharted demo and they say, "Oh crap, we need a melee grappling, swinging weapon."
Bow and arrows in and working.
Good.
It's been in for a while.
Launcher in the Steam integration. Good.
Rocket launchers?
No. Steam.
Launcher.
The launcher, the Steam launcher.
Version 2.
HUD version 2. Oh.
Now I'm wondering if
excited for
the
that.
one we're watching in the background here, if that's which HUD version that is. I'm not quite sure.
Functional chat FPS style.
Mhm.
No window.
Yeah.
Durability system. All right. Do you want to talk about the durability system?
Yeah, sure. What does it say? It says it needs a UI. Okay. Are you talking about like buying something for the store durability system?
Talking about like when you're killed, someone goes to loot you, it takes like a 25% durability hit, and then the next person that kills you
Right.
takes another.
So if you bought an H1Z1 hat from the store and it has 100% durability, when you die, you respawn with that hat at 100% durability. But somebody who looted
Somebody
it
else.
from you and take and put the H1Z1 baseball
So
cap on.
essentially, if I'm getting this right, somebody could buy a bunch of stuff from the store. Somebody who never spent a penny could kill that guy and then get all the store-bought stuff
But
at a
it's not
lower
permanent.
durability. Yeah.
At a lower
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you die, he's gonna lose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The
So-
person who picks it up, yeah, they will lose it. Yeah.
All right.
Seems fair.
Just nice. I like
good.
that.
More wildlife: bear, rabbit, bird, and wolf. And now they've added fish.
Ooh.
Well, did they add fish or is it like a question mark fish?
I can't tell.
I think it's like
They did say
Something
something of
fish.
fishing on the live stream they had the other day. They said the fishing is coming eventually. So
you know they
So
need giraffes.
maybe it's not. Maybe it's not like a wildlife animal, but maybe it's like an inventory item.
like
you
fishing.
succeed at fishing, and you get a fish in your inventory.
yeah, maybe.
It'd be fun.
Or if you jump in the water, you can actually swim with the fishes.
Can you
Maybe.
feed the bear a fish and turn it into your ally?
Yes, John
Yeah,
Smiley did
pretty
say that
awesome.
you could tame bears, and he wants you to do it the minute you start playing.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
sure he was not trolling
He
people
doesn't
at all.
troll
because-
ever. No.
No, Smedley isn't
He's
known
a
for trolling.
kind-hearted individual.
He would never give you incorrect information to watch you die.
Fish isn't quite in yet, but we have the fish model. Gonna wait for fishing. Got it.
Okay, good. All right, next is the wall of data metrics to be functional. What do you think that is?
Make sure the game runs.
Yeah, I think that's pretty important. So
I don't
check by
think that's... I feel like that's something that we don't see, but I could be wrong.
It doesn't look like it's checked off. I don't like that.
Hmm.
I like the ones with circles. There's like circles and lines and check marks.
Yeah. Well, we're
Their
going.
system is good.
Yep. Server select screen. Okay. Store integrated. Yeah, they need to have that working.
Skip character creation.
John Casual. Thank you, John Casual.
Welcome to the demo tribe.
Welcome. Wub, wub, wub. I'll wub for you tomorrow, John. All right. Building base building collision. That's important. Player expectation.
Yeah, expectation
No,
documentation. So like what we expect or they.
I don't know about that.
No, if
Building
that's
based collision.
expectation.
Excitation? No.
Which one?
Excotation number 16. Clegg, what does number 16 say?
Excotation?
I see extra course, so that's not really going to help anyone.
Excotation. It looks like an
Excotation.
EXCO.
Extra course.
Don't know.
X.
Hey, everybody, if you would like to ask a question, please put it in brackets. I'm grabbing them and putting it into our chat. So
It's expectation, yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay, good.
Boom. Hey, Hunter, what's up, bud?
Hey, H1Z1 Jane. Hello. So please just put the questions in brackets for us, and then we'll grab it and pop it in the chat, because we're going to answer questions in a little bit. All right, roadmap, 1 month, 3 month, and future plans is not done. All right, then we go up to the 18 vehicle inventory port and repair. Fucking repair. Okay.
Vehicle
Fuck and repair. Yeah, that's absolutely what it
It's
is.
vehicle inventory fucking repair, so we need to have that. Very important. Number 19, Pro.
I think this is Fort.
This is for okay.
prone. I thought the broken prone was hilarious.
The broken prone is awesome.
That's just my thoughts.
Yep.
Yeah, like,
what?
Your legs stay on the ground, but your back comes up straight. So you're like,
Oh.
your back is like completely broken. You're just bent backwards. It's the
it was really funny.
yeah.
Prone.
Now, what does automated smoke test mean?
Don't know, but they haven't even done anything with that. Good question.
Like,
Clegg, can you
smoke
explain what the smoke test is? Yeah, smoke detectors. There's smoke detectors all around. 22 is important. More weapons, hunting rifles, and shotgun. They did say on the live stream the other day that there's going to be 15 weapons to
And
begin
that
with.
that makeable shotgun too. I'm interested to see how that works.
Yeah, they said they
Did we get a
had
winner
the
yet?
winner thing.
Yeah, the straw poll. Did we pick a winner yet?
Yes.
What?
Which number? Or
I don't remember.
I don't. I'm
fine.
not looking at it. Can somebody pull it up real quick?
I can try.
All right.
See?
Allow multiple items, stacks, and ammos and bullets. Good. That's always good. Moving all player animations to the new rig. That's great. So, I'm actually excited to see the new rig.
Oh, got it. Okay, let me.
I was right.
What?
Spears and arrows.
See.
It is C.
The one with the wood. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me link it in the chat. Can I link in the chat? Nope.
Prone, you become a cobra.
You do kind of become a cobra. Here, so you guys aren't writing the word question, so I'm trying to grab your questions sort of... Okay. Just please put it in brackets. Put the word Q in brackets or question in bracket or something like that.
Something to indicate that you're actually asking us and
Yes.
not just talking amongst yourselves.
Yeah, that's all we ask. Very simple. Let's see. Next one is let's see, projectile, spear, and arrow. Good.
Yep.
Activate iron
Wait,
sights.
so
What's that?
does that mean we can throw spears?
Why not? Right?
Because that sounds friggin' awesome. It's gonna be cool. All right.
All right. You guys go ahead and look at it. I'm trying to grab the questions now. There are people asking questions.
27 free look. I think that's what it says.
Yeah, free look.
Free look. Okay.
That's,
28.
Wow. I see fire
Second-
hose. You guys are much better at this than I am.
Fire.
Second
that say
race
race?
for
Yeah, probably
Second
second race for thirst. So when you go, when you're looking at your own body, you're looking at your own eyes. You can't see it, right? So when you come out, they probably had a Hispanic and African American races.
Ragdoll for player, character, and animals.
Animals are done. Ragdolls are done for the animals.
Okay.
corpses, hammer taste coat. Corpses.
Almost
Hammer
stage.
taste?
Harvestable. Corpses / harvestable.
You're so
Nice.
good at
I
this.
so want to eat somebody.
Wait,
Yes,
corpses would be harvestable. Cannibalism. Yes.
Yeah. Are you saying?
Is that
Can you confirm? Can you confirm edible human meat?
He did this.
Because-
They said that. Smedley said the other day that you will be able to eat other players, but it's going to be a little while. It's not supposed to come out in the beginning.
That's okay, just so long as
We can eat somebody and gain their powers. Yes.
you gain their powers.
Well, I want to talk about some of the other stuff they talked about. That was some pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
All right.
player spawns and flow, item spawns, a point of interest, permissions and locks? That's a nice one.
Harvest does not mean cannibalism.
Oh, Clegger.
Wait,
You're
Okay,
ruining
it
my
doesn't.
fun.
why?
It doesn't mean, but could it mean?
Means you
Means
can
you
get
get
cloth from
cloth?
zombies and loot.
Oh yeah, are we getting there?
Can we get kidneys
Yeah.
along with the claw?
A good liver
And,
with some fava
spleen.
beans.
Yeah. Mhm. Timing on interactions, placed objects, deterioration / destruction,
Server
something.
rule sets, code. Oh, the rule sets. We're going to talk about the server rule sets in just a minute. 64-bit, baby. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
who's
you guys.
zombie
Whoever's
Bob?
using 32-bit,
Yeah.
you got to get a new computer or an operating system, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, welcome
like
to
I'm the-
2005.
Yeah, this isn't 2005 anymore. And
I
so,
feel like I'm the only one that doesn't know who Zombie Bob is.
oh, Bob. This is Fred right now, the one in the middle of the screen. I don't have a picture of Bob. I can get him.
Okay.
He drew on one of our previous shows. Matt Broom drew Bob. Oh, he drew Fred. He drew Fred live. I'm sorry. He made Fred live while we were streaming. It was actually awesome. All right. So, sorry, just grabbing another question here. Oop. All right. So, what do you guys think? It looks like they're really, really close. That's a pretty small list of shit that needs to get done. Of course, probably one thing on there might take weeks, but could be wrong.
And then there's tons of room for polish, right? I think that's one of the good things about the date not being until a month away, is that even if they do finish this stuff, whether or not that happens remains to be seen, but let's say they do, then there's tons of room for them to be able to polish
Yeah.
things and fix bugs.
It sounds like it's 1 month's time is a good ways out, but it's enough to. But I don't know. I think it's like an ambitious goal after seeing this. So it's one of those things where the developers are going to feel the crunch time, but I think it's also going to really be motivating them to get this thing going, because it's really clear that how much it's wanted at this point. Like the hype is back up all over the place, I think.
Yeah. Varkin Gaming, relax. We do a question and answer after we've talked our original stuff here. So, hang on to your titties.
Your rage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go into the stuff. Okay. I want to talk about all the stuff that we had during the live stream. Let's go up here. I wrote it all down. It's like, holy crap. Okay, so there's gonna be less than 50 servers at launch. How many per server is not 100% sure. The map is going to be 8 kilometers square to begin with, but they did mention that it's going to be at least maybe a half, more like a third of the size of the actual United States, possibly when it's all done, or at least represent the United States in the map size when it's all done.
I thought they say they'd have most of them in the United States during the stream.
At some
Unless,
point.
At some point, like near the end, they want to have at least most of it, all the important places, I guess, is what Smedley said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like you'll obviously have New York City, you'll have the Grand Canyon, maybe Las Vegas, and you'll have like the West Coast stuff, and probably the stuff in the middle, some flat ground with some grass. But that's the ultimate goal, is to really replicate the United States some way, in some regard.
Yeah, it's 8 by 8.
8 by 8
Or
for
8
now.
kilometers by 8, yeah.
And at some point they said 128 by 100. I thought it was even bigger than that. I thought it was like at least the size of Connecticut in real life. So, let's see. Could I ask one of you guys to help me out with the questions? Because I might be missing them, and I'm trying because I'm looking at the other stuff. Okay, thanks. All right.
But it has to have a question, otherwise I'm not putting it in.
Not going
That's
to put
the
it
rule.
in. Yep, it's the rules. Damn it. Okay, 64-bit only. We just talked about that. If you can play PlanetSide 2, then you can play the game. So we talked about that earlier too. So just go download PlanetSide 2. It's free. If it plays on your computer, you're in. Okay, maybe not high def or whatever, but you can get it in there. For early access, they're going to have Steam only until they get it out, and that makes sense because Steam has a nice purchasing platform already built in.
Yep.
And when it's finished, it's going to be free to play, so you don't need to purchase the game anymore. So it's going to be completely free to play after early access is over. The early access price points they did talk about are $20 and $40. And the $20 will get you in all of the early access on the basic servers, and then there's some other servers that are going to be you can play the game and earn tickets, or you can go and get the higher price model, which will let you on everything if you buy like the $40 version. You guys want to talk about that a little bit before we move on? The price points and things?
I'm very interested to know what they're going to add to the $40 pack. I know they said they're going to add a boatload of tickets, but I don't know, maybe a couple of cosmetic items. I don't know how to do this because I know most games that have packs, give titles and blah, 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 blah. I'm wondering how Zombie MMO is going to do it.
And not only that, but usually when you see these sort of pre-order packages per se or early access packages, usually they're substantially different in pricing. $40 really isn't that much more by comparison to some other ones, which would have a $50, a $75, $100, a $200 tier. So I wouldn't really expect it to be that much of a substantial difference between the $20 one.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's something good, but not obviously pay to win style. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no machine gun,
or a skin, or
I'd be okay
something.
with a rocket launcher or a machine gun for $40.
Right. I know right now that you can get one weapon if you did buy the SOE Live access. You get Morning Wood. So
got the little loot card.
Oh, yes.
if you bought it, if you went to SOE Live or you like Satellizer did, and Skylar, you were there. If you guys went, you obviously got your Morning Wood. But the rest of us, if we just purchased
everyone.
What's that? Everybody gets Morning Wood? Not everybody. It depends on certain factors why you might get Morning Wood. But or does it have a date? Yes, it's January 15th. Scrolling across the bottom there.
I paid $20 more than you did T-shirt. I like that.
That's exactly.
I'd wear that T-shirt.
I'd be fine with that. All right, so let's move on then. That's the price points. Base building obviously is confirmed. 16 weapons at launch, not 15. 16 weapons.
Now, is that 16 guns and melee weapons?
It's probably 16 total. It's probably an axe. It's the Morning Wood. It's a pistol.
Well, here's a question I have though: is do the weapons count non-mainstream weapons? Like, I mean, if there's like a shovel,
they were talking about like they were saying that at some point their plan was, and this was a long time ago. They said this, they might have changed this plan, but everything in the environment that you could pick up could possibly be used as a weapon, like a plate or a cup or something like that. You could throw it at them.
So I think one thing that a lot of people who are going to be getting into this would like to know would be is that 16 counting all of those little things that are supposed to be interactable? Because when I hear weapon, and when I hear something advertised as weapon, I think they're talking about like guns.
Yeah, I think they're talking straight up guns. Yeah, they're talking probably axe, saw.
That's what I feel like too.
Yeah.
I wonder what they are. Is there a list somewhere of all 60 weapons?
Maybe, but they probably haven't released it yet. They might be changing it.
Because I've played games where the improvised weapons get counted and it kind of like tick off some people. They're like, what do you mean this shovel or this stick I found, or like this, things like that.
Yeah, well, those are all weapons, of course, but obviously not one of I would consider one of the initial 16. So, All right. So also not for Macintosh and not for a while for the Macintosh. Oh, that cheap is hump in the wall. I never noticed that before. So I don't know. If you have a Mac, you probably already have Boot Camp on it anyway. So I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Dynamic weather. Yeah, I've seen some shots, and you guys that played, you played at different times. Like I know, Mike, when you were playing in the winter, right? In Skylanders.
Yeah, it was awesome. I really enjoyed the winter play. I thought it was a really cool take.
Yeah, they had winter on for quite some time, so I also played in winter.
Did you enjoy it? I thought it was really cool.
It's really pretty.
It had that whole Last of Us feel to it.
Yeah. And what we're looking at in the background here is obviously this isn't the final. This is an older playthrough. So I guess last I heard they were working more on the environments and stuff. And Klegman, who is Klegger, who's here right now, he is in charge of these environments right now. The city that we're seeing right here, I think he built. So it's gonna be pretty immersive. All right, next thing, different zombie types. I've talked about this before, and I don't know if they're ever going to implement this, but it's kind of a neat idea. Right now, they've got Bob and Fred. Fred's in the middle here, between us, or between Tangent and Satellizer. That's Fred. Bob looks a little different. But does anybody know if they're going to have any kind of procedural generation for? They said they intimated that it might happen at some point, but like different clothing, like each zombie will spawn with a different T-shirt or a different shirt. Different types of clothing, so they'll look different. I believe that was something they mentioned before. Has anybody heard anything more about that?
Well,
I certainly didn't hear anything during the stream about it.
Okay. No, but I have a question concerning zombies.
Okay.
How am I going to form this?
Take your time.
What?
Don't hurt your brain.
Zombies? Yeah. Zombies apparently harvestable. That means they drop loot.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of loot? Is it just going to be random junk, or is there actually going to be a benefit to looting? Like might find
you've played a game called
ammo.
DayZ, right?
There's nothing.
There's nothing on the zombie in DayZ. So anything.
But I mean, I really like maybe like a rusty knife or some ammo off of a military zombie.
Gold teeth.
Gold teeth. Yeah, you could barter with gold. I want to see bartering as a actual a part of the game. Trading, what you got. Like, so I want to see players take over a town, set up like a trading post.
Mm-hmm.
People will come around all from out the server to go trade. I've got 6 bullets. I'll take your gold teeth.
Right. Yeah.
Something I don't know.
Melt the gold down, make it into bullets.
Yep.
Who knows,
Mm-hmm. Golden bullet.
Yeah.
Golden
That's how you roll later on.
Yep.
When you're starting off, you obviously have nothing, but later on you're shooting gold bullets. Yeah. Just cause.
Your tree bark bullets.
All right. Let's see. Oh, the different dominant. Okay. So yes. I will give this one credit to Smedley and to Klegger and all the other developers who I've seen live and talked, actually who've been on this show. They are not afraid to mention other games and say that we liked what we saw here and we're going to copy it, or not maybe copy it. Iterate on it. We'll take it and make it better, which is what they're trying to do. Because to be quite honest with you, for most of us who are survival people, like everybody here on the channel, I know we all play survival games and it's one of our exclusive things that we kind of do. Together is we love the survival games, but they're broken,
And we know,
God, yes.
not only that, but we know what we like about the specific games that we play. We can cherry pick probably like all the things that we like from these specific
We like the zombies in Left 4 Dead, right? Left 4 Dead is great, fun zombies. They're very intimidating and intense, and that's what they're saying. They're going to have different zombie types, and they said that they were going to take a couple from Left 4 Dead. And he mentioned maybe the jockey or the jumper. I forget exactly which ones they said, but they will have fast zombies, slow zombies, and the zombies are going to have different brains. Like their AI is built into them, completely different.
And then my favorite part about Rust was the airdrops, and boom, they're adding airdrops. I think that's so awesome. Because I mean, that's going to be such a cool PvP aspect. Everybody rushing in. Do I charge? Do I wait? Do I hold back? Do I run with buddies? Do I just book it? I don't know. It's going to be fun. Adrenaline pumping, all that good stuff.
Exactly. And actually, what game was I playing recently that the zombies were so intense, or the whatever we were going against were so intense that you really had to work together. I forget what it was, but that in itself, one of the issues that many people are saying that they don't want kill on sight. And I think the reason DayZ has so much kill on sight is because it's kind of boring. Like, once you've collected pretty much everything you need, like your sniper rifle, and you've been to the airbase a few times and you've killed a bunch of people and you've got all the good stuff, there's nothing left to do but walk around and murder people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if they can make the zombies very intimidating and intense, then you're going to want to work with other players a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
No, Left 4 Dead is not a survival style game. I'm saying they're using the zombie styles from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Now, we just watched them, spray paint the wall. I wonder if you're going to be able to freestyle spray paint or just type in
It looks like a
words.
text right now, yeah.
Yeah. Could see that getting pretty out of hand with the freestyling. Spray painting phallic objects all over people's buildings and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So Smedley did say these zombies, and he said this straight up, zombies in this game are better than DayZ zombies.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take much, because
It doesn't take too much, though.
DayZ
I mean, that's
as a mod just basically, just had these, like, they basically took like a dog and turned it into a zombie, and the way they behave is more like a wolf and not so much a real zombie. Whereas the zombies in this are they're smart. They like to hang out together. They chat with each other and they play card games. So they're doing everything different than like a normal survival zombie game.
Well, as long as they don't walk through walls, it's already better than DayZ zombies.
Exactly.
Or what they do afterwards.
Or if they're invisible.
Oh my god, those invisible zombies.
Or they get you from under the floor. Like
Yep.
you're standing there and you're like, I'm safe in this house, and all of a sudden, and you're dead. Like, what the fuck just happened?
You're on the third story and they're on the ground floor and they're still macking you away.
Real quick, I'm going to skip. We usually wait to answer the questions in a little bit, but as Amaze Zadem, you're asking, can you abuse drugs and alcohol for fun and profit? If you just notice on the screen, the reason I'm jumping to your question is they just took something called Snaz or something, and what is it called? Swizz or
Swizzle?
Yeah,
Swizzle.
And like they were tripping balls. Like, I don't know what the purpose of that stuff is, but they say it's like an energy drink. I've never taken an energy drink that did that. But
It's probably realistically an actual drug reference, but for censorship purposes,
It's an energy drink.
They don't want like I don't know, Australia to ban their game. Maybe
Australia bans everything.
That's why there's
They'll
no
ban
cannibalism, probably.
They're probably going to ban energy drinks too.
Yeah, they could.
So, I don't know.
Could happen.
Call it like a candy bar or something. I don't know. And they'll ban candy bars.
It's what happens when candy bars expire.
That's
Yep.
it. You take that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Horde mentality for the zombies. They will try to walk together. And he said, unlike other games, you will not be able to just walk into the Horde swinging an axe and walk out. It won't happen. Like, even as awesome as you are, the Horde will take you down. So
No Leroy.
No Leroy Jenkins. That's what he said. You will not be able to Leroy Jenkins the.
You can.
You can if you just want to die.
Yeah.
Don't end up dead like Leroy.
Yep. There's going to be over 90 food types. What do you think about that? Any of you guys crafters?
All types of
Did
swizzle.
you say 90 food types?
Yeah, 90.
90 food types. I like that. We do.
Seems excessive.
You think it's
Like-
excessive?
I feel like
I'm
it is
interested
a
to
bit.
see what kind of foods they're gonna do. Like,
Yeah, I want to see what's in there because otherwise 90 seems like a lot.
Well,
Could
it
see.
depends on how
Not
it's done.
Cola.
If it's like from a development standpoint, if it's just the exact same thing and they're just adding diversity, I think that's great. I think that if they all have drastically different values, that could be a problem because then you're going to have people being like, okay, well, I'm going to pass up on the apple because there's a Hallis 10-pound meat pie over here.
now
For your FS fans out there.
someone just asked a really good question.
Sure,
which
yeah. You can
you were
jump.
talking about the whole the different types of zombies. Somebody just asked, will we be able to outrun all types of zombies? Now, you said there was going to be some sort of like Left 4 Dead.
There's going to be some very fast zombies. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have
Also,
to
there's
either
gonna be the
hunker down,
stamina bar,
take them
isn't
out, or and running out of stamina is going to potentially kill you if you do it for too long.
That's actually a hot button topic I've been noticing lately is people are really, really uncertain because a lot of the times these survival horror games try to be a running simulator, and there's actually not really too many of them, I think, that have a stamina.
I like the fact there's a stamina in this.
And in Planet Side, you can run forever, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they play that out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from what I played, I managed to get from town to town pretty easily. Didn't really have to worry about stamina, but when the map gets bigger and you're running from base to base, because people are probably going to want to build their bases out in the middle of nowhere just to start before people take over towns.
I think what DayZ's done to try to combat that sort of you can run forever jogging simulator stuff is you die of starvation now after like 15 minutes of running.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how fast
they really upped that.
They really upped it. So in real life, you can run for more than 15 minutes and not die. But in DayZ, the way they're fixing it is that. So I would rather they had a stamina bar so that it kind of,
I mean, with 90 different food types, I'm sure you're going to be able to find abundance of food. I just like the fact I'll finally be able to store my food, because the problem with most survival games, like DayZ especially, is that I had way too much food and not enough inventory space, so now I can just, stockpile it in my base when I need it, which is nice.
Yeah, bases are going to be awesome. Like, we're looking at a base right now that they built here. It's not finished yet, but... and Jimmy goes down. All right, next one. Let's go. Right now, the respawn system is being polished. Okay, now let's get to a hot button talk. I'm glad I'm using this list here to go through. Character creation is not deep because you're going to die a lot. Do you guys think that is a cop-out?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it'll get deeper. They have talked about it being more not crappy, so I think maybe they'll add more options, especially if we ask for it.
What do we mean by character creation?
They said you're only going to have a couple of different models you can choose from for your characters.
And
Smith says don't worry about it because you're going to die so often that you're just going to be replaced. You're not going to get attached to your character.
But then they say stuff
that's a mega cop out.
Then they say stuff like, we want you to be attached to your character. So with other
mechanics, you care about your experiences and stuff like that. Not only that, but I mean, you're going to be respawning.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you just keep the template of the character that you took a lot of time to make?
But
I see zero reason. There is zero reason to have very, very, very few character models.
Yeah,
I
think it might be
just want to be like. I mean, I get disappointed every single time I look at DayZ because everyone looks the same. I get like absolutely
bummed out,
bored out of my mind.
But is it a limitation of Planet Side? Because in Planet Side, you're almost always wearing a helmet, so they don't really ever bother with.
How often are you looking at your face? Is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's really going to matter.
Okay, maybe not for you, no. But here's role play.
Well, some people might like
role play is good, but not just that. But if you're coming up on somebody and everybody looks the same, and now on this video they're showing with names over their heads, and they're talking about But in real life, I know what you look like. Satellites by looking at you, and I can tell Tangent and Skylar. I can tell what you look like just by looking at you. But in the game, if we all look the same, then it's like, do I trust this guy? Is this my friend?
I think that adds a little thrill to the game. Actually.
Oh, it does, but it doesn't add reality. It actually adds a little bit.
I mean, personally, I'd like to see you can only see friends list names above their names, and not be able to see anybody's names, and then have people be able to create their characters to look differently.
Okay,
I think
we got an answer. Yeah, we got an answer from our Clegger.
Yep.
You can read it.
That makes sense. Character customization is an overwhelmingly large task that takes a ton of time. We are a small team and need to work on many other things, which, honestly, I understand that. I get that, totally.
I get it.
It's character customization, in my opinion, is one of the things you do at the very end.
True. Right, I'm just hoping that they add more. The way Smedley kind of made it sound was, this is it, guys. You're not going to get it. And so
I'm sure they'll add more eventually. They got other more important things to work on first.
Oh, yeah. I would play with just one model the entire game. I mean, we do it pretty much now in DayZ, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying it would be better if... at some point down the road they do say, and maybe that's a paywall thing, not a paywall, but something they could put in the store. Like really custom characters that you can do in the store. You put it in, you pay like $1.50 or something.
I want to be able to pay for somebody else's face so I could fool their friends by looking like them. I think that'd be awesome, just like a disguise.
A customization thing that I think needs to exist very soon, tying it back into some pre-podcast conversation, is a lady. I want to be a lady.
Oh, well, that's coming.
I know. It just nobody.
I know, because we're playing Rust, and it's all about the schmeckles right now. And Daisy does have women, which, but the models for the women are they're a little bit butchy.
But they're women. Like,
they are
I
women.
can
Okay,
still
sure.
play something that's representative of myself. So, yeah.
But yeah, I get you. And Geek Girl probably wants
With big boobs DLC.
Well, that's Lindsay Lohan would say that. But so I get it, and that's something hopefully they'll have come down the pike.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily something that needs to be available right away.
Right.
I understand it takes a long time to do it, but I hope that it gets worked on, because it's one of those things where, it's like I understand there's a small team and whatnot, but it's like when I hear stuff like that, that's when I start to see things like everything else that's out there in early access.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy, Rust, things like that. All the characters look the same. And how are we going to have this game really differentiate itself from everything else if it's kind of falling on those areas because we're trying to get this thing out the door? I mean, like if I just want to and that's the thing too. It's like one of the things we've been keeping saying time and time again is that the difference. Well, the thing that is similar between all of these survival horror games is that none of them get
finished. Right.
Okay,
so
so
we're always
finished.
playing early access.
I don't want to play another game that gets in our
alpha
hands
for 3
broken
years.
in an alpha for 3 years. I don't want to have like the first beard on a character to be circa 2016. For example, so it's like I hope that like
You
the
just
timeline
want that
forward
beard.
with stuff. And that's obviously
Really
I'm
do.
biased
Really
with
all
beards.
you want.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
gotta have
talking
one
about
too.
I'm talking about in general.
I don't care if the game plays. I just want a beard on my character.
I don't want to just be white guy, black guy, Mexican guy for forever.
Right.
That and just that be it.
The beard would be an awesome thing, though. I would love to see it grow. Start off kind of scruffy and then like Satellisers, and then it grows into a luscious, glorious beard like mine. All right, let's
like kill someone. You cut the beard, and it's a trophy or something. I killed a guy that had a beard to his feet once.
All right, let's move on to some of the other stuff. Doors. They said doors can be knocked down by zombies.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, because that means you got to put guards around your group base. You like shifts. I think it's gonna be really cool. Where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Totally
you lost the plot.
forgot.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And they also did talk about barricades, and you will be able to take over a building and set up barricades. And the barricades right now are not knockdownable, but at some point they will be. Torn down. I'm sorry, I'm just watching them play this in the background, and it looks like it's Rust because I've been playing so much Rust the last few weeks. Last week, it's just like the way the walls are going up and everything. It's kind of very Rust-like.
That hunting rifle looked really, really nice.
Yeah.
When they were the scope and everything, that just looked awesome.
All right, swimming is confirmed. Lockers are confirmed. Traps are confirmed. They will have bear traps, rabbit traps, punji sticks. You'll be able to set them up around your house so people will die. We've already seen them. Even in this video, you see they have Conestoga wire around the outside of the place here.
Now, apparently they have landmines.
Nice.
I think that's going to be really interesting. Now, will that be visible to you? Can I like hide
Probably
it in
not.
the ground around my base, but know where they are? I'll probably have to mark them on like a map or something.
Yeah, you're walking your own
Really?
landmine.
I want to know. I know that zombies can damage doors and things like that, but let's say that you've got your shelter, and zombies are like one zombie is knocking on your door. Are you or are you basically dead if you don't have a second exit out of your house, or
Probably.
can you do something? Or could you do something like be quiet, and eventually, after X number of minutes, they might give up and meander elsewhere?
I like that idea.
Because you've seen in lots of
Walking Dead and stuff.
Walking Dead, zombie films, and things like that. You can
You
hide
shut the
from
lights
them.
off and all that kind of stuff.
Right. So it's like, are there things that you can do rather than, because like last thing I want is to have the game be where it's like you're building your base and then have your own base be a liability because damn it, there's a guy knocking on my door.
I mean, there's a
saves me.
visible aggro range. I know when I was playing, I was told that if you got far enough out of the sight of the zombie, he'd lose aggro, but I don't know if he's like right next to you and there's a door in the way. I mean, he can't see you, but I wonder, that would be really cool if he just lose interest after a while.
Yeah. All right. If you die and the items are looted, but we already talked about that. The copy of the loot. Okay. No missions. Somebody asked a question. Are there going to be missions in the game? No, this isn't EverQuest. Your mission is to live to the next morning. That's your mission.
Yep.
Do you just accept it? Okay, fine. It's your mission. Let's see. No groupings or friend lists in the beginning. That's coming, but of course I don't have it right away. Okay, let's talk about this one. Players turning into zombies.
Yep.
Ooh.
Does that sound awesome or what?
Yes.
It
I know
does.
there's like syringes that you can get with zombie blood and inject into other people.
Or
That's the
you can
first
just
thing I'm
get it
gonna do.
yourself. Like
It sounds more often if you could play as them, but I think if you could see the aesthetics of yourself, like, this goes back to
Yourself as
character
zombie.
customization.
No, but it's going to change, John. Why
does
it
it matter if you're a zombie if you look the same as everybody?
No, you're going to turn into like you'll start rotting and stuff. They said that your eyes will start clouding over and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you'll also be able to see yourself in zombie form when you respawn. You might be able to, find your zombie self.
Your zombie self, yeah.
Yeah, but then John's saying that you won't be able to
backpack.
tell it's you or not. Well, yeah, you might have a different color backpack, but I mean, eventually we'll get character customization.
He's got red do-rag on his head. I had that earlier last week. That might be me.
Like six other people around
But
me.
I thought I was the black guy, so I'm not really sure.
Generic black guy 01. All right. Yeah. So I like that. I think it's cool, and they did talk about that. It's a slow process that will start H1Z1. Once you contract, you will never get rid of it, and it will start causing your body to break down. You'll start being able to smell players, like they'll have an aura as you're like walking into an area. You'll probably have like an aura around them that you can say, I can see them better.
Not like the kind of aura that people have at conventions.
No, that's a completely different aura. That's sparkles. This is not. This is more of an aura. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, H1Z1 Jane. Yes, could somebody give H1Z1 Jane permission to post? He wants to post some more art. Okay. Yeah. Restraints. All right. So Geek Girl just asked a question a little bit ago, and I didn't get a chance to. Oh, let me scroll back up. I can see it. She said, aside from stroking E-peen, which is always important, why do we have or need handcuffs in the game? Smedley expressly
Taking hostages.
Right. Hostages.
Taking hostages.
Yeah. I mean, I love nothing's more fun than taking a hostage, putting a bag over his head, handcuffing him, and just letting him run wild afterwards.
That is actually the first thing I thought of. I didn't take it in
Sexual
any
way.
other way.
Who would?
Yeah.
In a zombie apocalypse, who has time for that?
Sex?
You're
No.
trying to survive. Yet
Well,
You need to repopulate.
Did you watch Walking Dead
Well,
recently? Because they were
eventually.
banging in the library.
I'm still on season 3.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
they started
I'm
banging.
not there yet.
But anyway,
Okay.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
taking hostages, taking prisoners. You know, it's like there's in DayZ one time, got handcuffed, had a burlap sack put over my head, and I was taken to their campsite because
think you
they
put your
knew I
own
was a
burlap
streamer
on
and they didn't want me to
See their
reveal
stuff.
it.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
So, like, and she's also asking, you think there'd be a potential for massive abuse of that system? I don't see how.
I think that's part of the game. I feel like, and then someone else asked if it was griefing. I don't think that's griefing. I think
No.
taking hostages is part of the game.
It's being abandoned.
Yeah.
And that's
or
a total
I mean,
part of the game.
otherwise it's just, what does that gain you? It's part of the experience. I mean, otherwise, how about this? Let's just make this another kill on sight game. There's
Yeah,
nothing to do.
To combat it, say there's a guy on your land, or you're near your base, you don't trust him yet, but he says he's friendly, you handcuff him, bring him to your base, and try to get to know him first before you let him run wild.
Or if you
I
caught
want some
a bandit, handcuff him and bring
And
them to deal with someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say take them to your base with handcuffs on, shoot them, and then eat them.
Or there could be like a whole roleplay aspect, like bandits are, the bandits get well known on the server. Bounty hunters go, and maybe there's more value in catching them
That's
alive.
a good idea, and bring them back to like whoever has the bounty on them. Say, yeah, I got a bounty. I want him back alive,
See?
so that I can eat him. Right. All right, let's move on.
ends at eating.
And just so people understand too, like with the whole bounty system, like you're wondering if anybody would ever even want to do that. The question, the point is that if the handcuffs weren't there, you wouldn't even be able to ask that question of would anybody want to.
Mhm.
If the options for diversity are there, people are going to find ways to implement that into play in new and creative ways. I would rather have something that a lot of people think might be weird or what they think is useless if I think I can come up with some cool way of interacting with that. You're going to see more play diversity by having those things. So for people who don't understand that kind of stuff, don't knock until we see it in action, because all it does is add more diversity and variety to the play styles that you're going to be seeing in the game.
Yep. All right, let's move on here. Clegger was Clegger, you're wearing Lyric's shirt. If I send you one of my shirts, would you wear it on the next live stream? All right, so Clegger was saying, wearing a Lyric shirt, that they have come up with these cool signs, which I think is kind of neat. So there's going to be bus stops around the world, just like in real life. There's bus stops, and you're also going to be like in the middle of the city and stuff. And they work on these signs that basically say, you are here. So there are you don't hit M for map. You're not going to open up a map and just see where everything is. You're going to be running around and be like, shit, where am I? And so you have to try to find a bus stop so you can see exactly where you are.
You know what would be cool? An in-game map that you actually open up and have to look at to determine where you are. They're identifiable landmarks everywhere, and just pull. I want to see an actual a item map, not just pull up a big map on takes over your whole screen, but an actual item that you literally look at. Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of common, but I think right now that their solution's kind of cool. I like that. It's not knowing, because one of the things in DayZ is I don't need a map anymore, right? Because I played that game so much, I just run around and know exactly where everything is. Even where I spawn, I'm like, okay, I know where I am. Go right, go left, whatever. And so I kind of like that sort of knowing the lay of the land. So that's what survival kind of is not knowing where you are and trying to survive from that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, confirmed. They would like to have Woodbury.
It's also a time thing. Oh.
What's that?
I'm just reading what Clegg said.
Oh, what did Clegg say?
He said, I want to do that eventually too, Satellizer, but it's also a time thing. During Early Access, we probably work on something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. I mean, you're looking at the map, you're like, oh, there's the mountain on the mountain right here. Yeah, okay, let's keep going that way.
Yeah. Yeah, Vesta just says like a Minecraft map. Yeah, but I guess that'll probably be for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, they want us to be able to build compounds, and I think that's what our group is going to do. I think the coalition is working on something like this, is getting everybody together and forming a big area that we can bring people back to and sort of lure them in before we eat them.
We want to eat people.
He just likes the taste of flesh.
Yes, gain their power.
What if it's a crappy power? You're stuck with that power.
Yeah, be good power.
Collect all the powers.
All the powers, and that could become like Voltron or something, or maybe Pikachu. All right, so radios and phones are confirmed. We mentioned that we will have radios and stuff. What else? Scroll down. Taming wild animals, no. But like we were saying earlier, Smedley does encourage everybody to go try to tame a bear.
I could have sworn he said somebody said eventually they were going to add the option to tame animals.
Yeah.
Is that no longer the case?
No, I don't think that. I mean, honestly, in a real life situation, say you have a dog, right? And the dog gets nervous that something's going to attack. He's going to start barking, and then that brings in all the zombies. I don't think in a real life zombie situation you want a dog, ever.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, I still want a dog. It's awful as it is. They'll probably get me killed, but I still want it.
I always said if the zombie when I had dogs, if the zombie apocalypse happened, I would just put them outside and let them go free.
Run free or eat them.
They're gonna get eaten.
My dogs were too small to be eaten by me. It would have made a difference. So just let them go. It made a soup. So sad. That's not terrible. It's a liability.
There's enough fur on that small dog to make a glove.
I'd do the same thing with a baby.
That's a terrible tangent. Dog gloves? Good God.
Yeah, it's wasteful.
It's wasteful.
Chihuahua gloves.
Like, there's enough fur there to make a glove. There's a use.
Dog fanny pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Why not?
This is Fido on my ass.
if you were to, if you skin it, there's enough fur to make like a ski mask or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure, or something.
What is that on your face? Oh, it's just Fido. It's my Fido mask.
It's fine.
He was a great dog,
He
and
was
now
a
he's an even
great
better
dog.
mask.
I loved him so. Mods eventually. They're gonna let you mod the servers or mod the game, I guess. Probably more like maybe something like World of Warcraft type mods. You know, maybe like map mods or something like that. And I don't think anything game breaking, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. But not right now off the bat. No mods. You cannot climb trees, so that's fine.
Yep.
Jimmy Weisenhunt did mention about the bleeding. There's severities to bleeding. Like you might get winged, like somebody will shoot you, but it only hits you like on the elbow. So you might bleed a little bit, but it's not going to be life threatening.
Okay.
Or somebody could hit you dead center of your chest, and you're going to bleed pretty quickly.
Yeah, I hope it's not like you skinned your knee and you're a hemophiliac and you're dead.
Mhm.
Oh, you get the bleeding debuff, you're dead.
A paper cut,
Dead.
you know, doom, dead. Now I have. Will they be adding furniture? Did anyone ever mention that? Like, you know, like couches and dressers. I don't know how relevant that would be in a zombie apocalypse, but I still want it for my base.
Just to look
I want
nice,
to make
look
it feel
pretty.
homey.
Maybe
yeah,
that's
like
kind of
little
stuff you
welcome
would
mat and
buy
that
in the
kind of
store.
stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Like, go raid the IKEA, see what happens.
yeah. Come back with like a lava lamp and whatnot.
Mhm.
Why not?
Let's see. You can catch H1Z1 virus. We talked about that. I start losing vision. Craving flesh. Fishing is coming. There will be first-person only servers eventually. The three server. Let's talk about it real quick. Because people keep talking about the three server types. There is the headshot only, the PvE, and no zombies at all.
Right.
I don't know why that's an option. Because it's like
God, who plays zombie games to play with zombies? It's
no,
just
but
silly.
that's like playing Rust. I mean, Rust is when you have enough weapons in Rust, you basically have nothing else to do but run around and kill each other. I think it's kind of boring. Like there's no threat anymore, and I think the zombies need to be a threat. So I don't know what the purpose is. Maybe you guys in the audience will want to say.
I don't know. Those bears are still pretty terrifying,
Yeah, but I mean,
especially the twerking ones.
I'm all for it personally, Domo. I think that it might not be our cup of tea, but I think that for some people out there, they would still come and play the game if that's just the way they want to
so
play.
more like a nuclear holocaust kind of situation, not a zombie.
Yeah,
Well-
it's one of those things where it's like just the fact that it exists means that there might be the option for someone who's into that to play it.
I think it could
get
work.
that too. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I think it could work like one group has a base on this side, one group has a base on that side. They secretly, you know, two bases collide. Everyone's
Yeah, wouldn't it be
covert
best if the two
trees
bases
and
would
whatnot.
collide, and then a third party, being the zombies, would come in and want to eat you? Because then that's
Well, I mean, you try planning a little tactical mission there. Everything's going great, and the zombie horde just comes. That would ruin it. It would just put a
but
damper on my
that's
mood.
the butterfly
Yeah.
effect.
That is the part. Yeah.
See, I'm the bad guy who wants to see like leveling up and advancements or skill points in a game like this because I don't see any way how games like this and yes, this is a challenge, Sony. You got to find a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how any of these games at all remain interesting enough to not be just I'm so well equipped, nothing's a challenge. I'm just gonna start player hunting at this point.
Yeah.
Role-play can just really.
Well, right. Well, like I was
extend the
saying
game
before,
forever.
it's like if you had some way of retaining some of your skill points, and you had just say a character that was a really good doctor,
But
like they focus all
what
their
would
points.
you do?
there.
Yeah, what would you use for skill points? What would I be putting points?
Well, that's what
into?
I'm not talking about like when if you're like X number of levels higher, but like let's say if there's no stat increases, but you get like different skills. Like if someone.
Well,
If you're about to if you're a lone person, you don't have a huge community to play with, and your character's like a really good doctor, and somebody's like high up officer in their guild, clan, platoon, whatever, has got like the virus, and they need someone with a high enough skill level to save them, suddenly you're a commodity. You have a reason to be able to be brought in to help them.
but how,
Whereas if
okay.
you don't, lol, shoot you, take your loot. Look for
How
the
about
vaccine.
if you stayed alive for a certain amount of time, you get this perk that makes you, somewhat resistant to the virus. So if you do get, bit, you have a stronger chance of not, dying from it. Stuff like that.
I don't know. I'm seeing a hard time people feeling sentimental enough about their characters, particularly with the lack of customization added in to keep them from doing just the end game of just killing each other because we are so stocked and equipped that nothing else is a challenge except for the players.
Well, then you gotta realize it's gonna be a long time before you get fully stocked and equipped like that. It's not gonna be anything like DayZ where you're finding, 5 minutes of searching, you've got an M4.
We don't know that.
Out character. Well, yeah. Well, from what I played, it's nigh impossible to get a gun and a ammo 4-set gun. It's just right off the bat. It's really hard to find both of those in one life. There were multiple times where I'd find a gun but never find any bullets, or I'd find bullets for the wrong gun, or I'd find bullets but no gun, and it drove me nuts. But I like that,
All right, I think we're gonna have to save the rest of the stuff for our next show, which is next week, because there's still a stack of things that we could still talk about from the live stream, and we have a shitload of questions to start answering. So, before we do that, I am going to be giving away H1Z1 tonight. So, how that works is, I'm going to be giving away a copy of the game on Steam, but unfortunately I can't give it away yet, but if you win, I'll have you on a list of the people I'm giving the game to, and we'll send it out to you as soon as it goes live. So we're going to start the giveaway. If you'd like to have a copy, all you have to do is be following and enter in for when we get the raffle started here. So who wants to read the questions? Skylar, you want to be the question reader?
Sure.
Okay.
Some of these we have answered during the course of the show.
Yeah,
we can skip them. If it's a quick little one-liner, can I just answer it? Would you be cool with that? Okay. Do you guys... That's not where we're at. Is third person occluded still a feature if you can't see a player directly, then the player is not rendered? I don't know.
Sorry, I'm setting this up here. So go ahead. You guys want to answer it? Sorry.
Do you guys know?
I have no idea about the first third person. Maybe Clegger can answer that for us in the audience.
Because I mean, every time that I've seen them do third person, it just looks like nothing special. Just looks like third person. I don't know. Will the base building be deep enough that eventually players will make their own communities and later player-made towns?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. Now, I mean, as long as they add, I'd like what's the word? But it's like a pre-built, in the forest where there's, the log cabin option, or you can build your own with walls. Mm-hmm. Prefabricated houses, I guess. Like a store, and I think probably, I don't know how good that would be to build, but I think it'd be pretty interesting to actually make your own towns. But I'm not sure how well that would work in the game.
All right,
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Will there be first person in cars?
I think so. They just showed it just on the stream there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was just driving first. Yeah, he's in first person in the car.
I missed that.
What?
Can I cook a tasty cake to leave in the middle of the road and snipe people who try to eat my cake?
Hell yeah!
I don't see why not.
And then you go eat them, because hell, you don't want to eat a tasty cake.
I kind of want the cake too.
Why wouldn't you just poison the cake?
Oh, you could poison the cake. You can do that in DayZ.
Can we poison the cake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you roll with a guy and watch him slowly die from the poisoned cake, and you're just sitting there giggling to yourself.
Oh, he said not yet for first-person cars. I guess I was...
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I thought they talked about it.
You're right, checking.
It was in yet. Yeah.
Thanks for straightening that out, Legion.
Is there an unconscious state in the game?
I believe so.
Not just like you're about to die unconscious, but like can you be at like max health and be unconscious?
Don't know. Like sleeping?
So I come behind with a rock and knock you out and then drag you back to the base.
Like knocked out, or like non-lethal means of dealing with someone, or like can you move character models?
I don't think so.
Like
dragging other people?
Like guy breaks his leg. Can you like assist in moving them?
Be cool thought. I don't
like
think
the slash corpse command from EverQuest 1.
I see what you're saying, like dragging corpse.
Can we do that? So you're like just like clipping them.
Slash corpse, slash corpse, slash corpse, slash corpse.
If they're on your friends list, so you don't drop the...
No, not
H1Z1
yet.
says not yet. Okay.
Okay, good to know.
Here we go.
Where are we at? Will there be an RP server? Well, there will be lots of different types of servers.
They will most assuredly have an RP server.
Tons of them, probably.
So this is the... I feel like this question is answered during the entirety of the podcast, and it will take 500 hours to answer. But what distinguishes H1Z1 from other zombie apocalypse games?
It's going to be complete.
The zombies don't run through walls. That's all you gotta say.
They're taking everything that works in a lot of the other games and putting it into one game, being made by a developer that actually has the chops to finish it.
That's all we want.
That's all we ever
really.
wanted as players of survival
wanted.
games. We just want to play The Walking Dead and play.
We just want a game. That's all we want is a game.
One that's mostly done that we can play that's not broken.
Yep. Because I'm a big fan of Dean Hall, and I think he's done a great job with DayZ, but he's leaving. I think the other day was his last day.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he just started some new company.
Yeah.
The other day, yeah.
But
Okay.
it's not finished. And I've been going back and playing a lot of these old games, and I went back and played Rust, and I'm really impressed with the new model. The new engine for Rust looks fantastic. It's changed significantly. It's still kind of buggy in some regards, but yet again, they're rehashing it, and it's still not finished. And we just keep getting game after game after game that's sort of getting closer, but never getting far away. And so that's what I think the big push is for H1Z1 is that we actually are going to have a game that we can agree that's working.
I see somebody in the chat,
Yeah.
and he says, "Oh great, another zombie apocalypse running simulator." So excited. Yes. The reason why we're so hyped about this one, you're a wizard, Gary, is because this is the first game that probably has the potential to be finished. The market is so oversaturated with broken, bad zombie survival horror games. We are basically looking to the one game that could potentially make everybody a believer again. One game to rule them all. So yes, this is yet another one. But I firmly believe that this is if there's anyone that has the potential to get it right, it's probably this one.
And from what I experienced from my little playtest, for the most part, it's not a running sim. You actually are running into things while you're running instead of just running for like 5 hours without running into a single person to get to the next action. You actually do experience a lot. There's a lot of stuff on the way there, which is really exciting.
Yep. All right.
I should not mute myself when I'm trying to talk.
Oh, that was
Do you guys think that 50 servers will be 50? I don't know where you got that number. Will be enough to meet demand at launch? Did he say 50?
Yeah, he said 50.
Okay, will be enough to meet demand. I guess it depends on how many people they're putting on each server.
I had heard that they were going to limit the number of access keys that they give out. Like, they're going to basically said our servers can hold 10,000 people total, and that's how many sales they'll have on the first day. And after that, they're going to basically. That's what I had heard. I don't know. I've never confirmed that. Maybe Clegger or Legion can confirm that.
He said upwards of 50.
Of 50.
I thought you said under. Okay. How many? Well, he said they can hold upwards of 1,000, but they only want like a fraction of that.
They can go higher than that. I think they go much higher. I think they can go 10,000 per server on the. Is it 64-bit?
One server could be 50 pop, another could be 500.
I see.
We need to A/B. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so no, nothing confirmed hardcore with the servers yet, but that's the problem, right? Every single game on launch, I've not played a game on launch that was ready. Like you could just get in and play. It's always like, oh, we need to add more servers, quick.
They downright admitted it will not be perfect on launch, and that's something that a lot of games don't do. Is they don't state, just so you're aware, this will be an extremely buggy mess.
He said, don't play it.
Yeah, I said do not play it day one,
Yeah.
because this is going to be crazy. It's going to be a nightmare. And then other games are like, yeah, guys, everyone get on day one. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be perfect. And it's always shit.
Yeah.
Just.
By the way, everybody, what people are typing January 15 in there, because that's the release date of Early Access. It's going to be $20 on the release date for the basic, and then $40 for the snazzy version, which we don't know much about yet. If you would like to have a chance to win this, I'm going to be giving it away on the day of release. So you can win it now, and your name will go in my database, and I'll give it to you on the day it comes out. All you have to do is type in !January 15. A bear. Okay, go ahead next.
Okay. Pets were mentioned on the Q&A. Will they just be vanity items, or will they be combat pets?
Combat pet would rock.
Like a giant, decked out, fully armored battle wolf.
Battle bear. I want a battle bear.
Where are you getting
bear.
armor for your bear?
This is my gun.
Cat
This is
shop,
the gun
oh.
wolf. I got this gun wolf for my DLC.
A giant cannon on his back.
His mouth is a cannon.
Bear mounts. We need bear mounts.
Only $500
Bear
at
cavalry.
Station Ghost Store.
Yes. You know, you got horrifying zombie horde coming at you. You're not scared. You got like a battalion of bear mounts. Bear cavalry charging at them.
Oh, the pops are Dallas, Washington, San Diego, China, Australia. Oh, okay, so they're spreading them out all over the place. That's good. All right, go ahead.
Okie dokie. We already talked about roleplay servers. The developers mention anything about weather, wetness, and temperature affecting your pathetic meatbag bodies.
No, they did before in previous podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
That
They did on this live stream too.
you get you get wet, you get cold, and you get cold, you start losing stamina and health and stuff.
Yep, gotta figure out ways to keep warm or dry or whatever. Cool beans. All right, so I don't think we have the answer to this. They're wondering about the headshot server. If when you shoot a zombie, what actually happens if you don't shoot them in the head?
You can stay alive. I mean, you watch The Walking Dead. You
It's
stab them
auto
in the
aim.
chest. Yeah. Is it auto aim? No.
I have no idea.
Grand Theft Auto aiming.
Like, boom.
I love that. Yeah. It's like you don't even have to worry about aiming. Just sort of point in the general direction and click it.
I think that the person who asked that question, though, I think they understand that the zombie won't die, but I think they're probably asking about like dismemberment. Like if you've got like an automatic weapon, can you
no scope server?
can you like mow someone down through the waist and have them be like?
I don't think they've
Crawling around
confirmed
at the top.
dismemberment yet.
I want
think
to see a
that
minigun.
I know there's not, but like I'm pretty sure there's not rather, but I think that's what they're asking more so than unless you are asking like can you kill them, in which case if a headshot server probably implies no, you cannot unless you get the headshot.
Yeah, we don't know if it will slow them down or if it will do anything else to them just yet.
Yeah.
I wonder, can you shoot off limbs of zombies? I think that'd be pretty interesting.
No, there's
Like-
no dismemberment as far as I know.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's one of the.
Instantly shot off a
It'd be
limb.
great because I mean that's one of the things I love about
Like you break its legs and crawls at you.
Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, you start blowing off arms and legs, and it's a lot of fun to shoot different body parts off.
Yeah.
People like reactionary things like the gore and dismemberment thing would be huge, I think, for fans, because like when you look at a game, nothing is more disappointing. I mean, this might just be me because I'm kind of a sadistic bastard sometimes, but when you pull out a headshot on someone who's on the ground and all you see is a splash of blood and like no texture change at all or anything.
You want to see gore. You want to see brains come flying out.
I want to see like the reason for that closed casket funeral I'm giving them.
Right.
Well,
in Nazi Zombie Army, I don't know if you guys ever played that. It's very, very visceral headshots. Like when you shoot them in the head, their head sort of pops, and like the brains and everything kind of go out in different flowy patterns. It's really nice. Like if you want to blow somebody's head off, I think it's a good example of how to do it.
Like I want like Sniper Elite 3 headshots.
Aziel the Curse, please put your. I'm sorry. One right below. Naya Al Ghul. Anti-cheat. Well, I'll just skip you because you're freaking out. You don't know. The procedure is normally you would ask it with a question, but anyway, I'll answer it real quick. This game is based on PlanetSide 2. They've been dealing with cheat problems on PlanetSide for a very long time, and so they've already got anti-cheat built in. They don't have to go rewrite the whole thing. So if you're worrying about cheating, it's probably going to be less of a problem than most other games that you play, like Rust, that kind of thing.
You won't have to worry about a guy following you in the air playing Christmas music for the next 5 hours.
Right. I love that.
As fun as that is, gets old after a while.
Yep.
Oh, right. We answered this. Just to reiterate, fast zombies, slow zombies, or both? Both.
All zombie
Yep.
speeds.
Yep.
All zombie speeds.
First
Zombie
person
speed you didn't even think of.
medium zombie speeds.
Stuck on 45 zombie speeds.
Just zombies that walk around in circles.
Lambo zombie. Like that.
Teleporting? So, no, wait. First-person driving / first-person only servers? Yes. That is a thing.
Yes, / potential.
Yes.
Did they just say no first-person driving?
But first-person only server. No first-person driving yet.
Yep.
The word yet is there. Really quick system specs. If you can play PlanetSide 2, Tez, you can play H1Z1. Do we know to what degree we'll be able to rebuild society? Can we build or loot solar cells and run electricity or get water working?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I would like to see that happen. You could build like a solar...
We were talking about that on a previous podcast. We were talking about end game stuff to keep people interested in working for community. Like, if there was like one huge water dam that was in disrepair, but you had like a whole group of people working to maintain it, maybe you could put a power grid up for a certain area.
Catch sports games next Saturday and Sunday.
Sports games, yeah.
Be good. All right, moving on.
That would be cool, actually.
For you, yes, I figured you'd like that.
I was playing the forest. I was playing wall ball in multiplayer.
Were you?
We
Now?
have a wall court. Like, what if you have like a foot like if you could throw?
We have more important things to do than playing ball games.
I think
Hey, a little bit of respite.
It's necessary. Yeah.
A little bit of fun and respite in the apocalypse. Did you play this war of mine? You know what happens when you guys don't have fun.
Oh yeah.
You go out and eat people. That's what you do.
No, they die or they leave and they never come back.
I'll be hosting parties in H1Z1. That'll be my job.
We'll have lots of swizzle at those parties.
We'll have lots. We're having swizzle parties every day.
Anyway. Will
swizzle.
zombies be able to trap you in a building, like surrounding the building, preventing you from escaping?
Yes, absolutely.
We were talking about that earlier, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
They totally can, and they can break down your doors as well. So you want to
now, will they? If you're like, if I hide under a desk, that's a good. Okay, if I hide I wonder if you crouch under a desk and the zombie walks by you, will he automatically go right to you, or might you give him the slip? If you're completely hidden under that desk.
I don't think if you can slip it, they can smell you. Yeah, they can smell you. They're basically no point in hiding.
All food for thought.
Just GTFO.
Yeah. Just pull out that shotgun and run.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. Did they mention clan or guild support?
They did, and it's not in the game in the beginning.
Can we please have a friends list?
That's
Can we please have a friends
not in
list?
the game in the beginning either. You just have to learn to trust people.
I'm going to have a notebook and write things down.
Yep.
Have matching shirts.
That's what somebody did say. Like, make a uniform group for your group. Like, you have to wear a green shirt and blue pants or something.
And then people know what your uniform is, and then they wear it.
Oh yeah, it's colors. What's up, West Side?
Gotta be green shirt and the black guy. That's how you identify yourself in the apocalypse. If you want to do like,
a certain color means you're friendly. A certain color means you're not. I don't know. We could make it work.
Oh boy! All right. Talking about the food types. Since they said 90 food types, does that include cooked food and combined food? I was hoping that it consisted of all of the parts of food as well.
Probably everything
not
that you
just
can
the
use
end
to
result.
eat. Yeah, like parsley,
kidneys, livers.
Oh, see, I don't like that.
You don't like parsley?
I feel like that's inflating the information.
Well, we don't know. I mean, it might actually be 90 burgers or fries and stuff. I don't know. We don't know.
It's 90. Like when they say 90, 90 should be the consumable, functional things that you want to eat. It should not be like.
Well, he did say 90 food types, so that probably means that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Add Febreze in the H1Z1.
Hold on. Somebody said you look like Seth Rogen. Have you ever heard that before?
Everyone tells me all the time. I hear that I sound like him. Some people tell me I look like him, or I look like a skinnier version of him, or something.
You've gotten it like 3 times since we've been doing this.
I'm joking because you get it every day.
I know Domo's joking. He's just making me explain myself again on camera.
Stop looking like Seth Rogen. Knock it off. Fuck.
Shave the beard.
Yeah, shave the beard.
We just put up like a still of Seth Rogen and use your voice behind it. I think that'd be
my community would riot.
That would be fun.
It's Seth all along.
Next, please.
Will they have an outpost where PvP is not allowed, where people can trade resources?
The bartering idea. See, that's like a good old town
Yeah, why
that
not?
takes over.
I'm going to call
I
mine
think
the
it could really
Terminus.
work.
You can come and trade anything for meat.
What kind of meat?
Don't ask.
See what you started now? They're all
meat.
looking at my voice now.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
close your eyes and picture
All the eyes are on your voice.
I didn't do it. The guy asked the question. I was just answering it.
We put it in brackets. Okay, another question about friends list. If purchased items respawn on players, is there a limit to how many times, or do you buy items and forever?
They're yours forever. They said you buy it.
Yeah. Now, if somebody loots it off your corpse, he's going to get 75%. Then the next guy that loots it off that guy is 50, and then 25, and then broken.
Something like that.
Unless they changed it.
As an example. Yeah.
Just a quick,
Grouping system, no, not right away. Or
Bad flesh.
Bad flesh.
Bad flesh.
What about hanging bodies? Wow, you people. What about hanging bodies or impaling heads of your enemies near your base so people will know that you're a bad motherfucker and they should stay away?
Oh, I love that idea.
It's a good idea.
Please.
Please
Like
let
shriveled
us. Yeah.
skulls lining up your front door.
It just basically shows what you had for dinner last night. Let everybody know.
I think it'd be pretty cool if you could get like a dig a ditch, like a moat around your base, and then capture zombies and put them in there. So I think that'd add an extra wall of security. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Did you guys just see that in the video? You might not have. Some guy's upstairs on the 3rd floor of this building trying to take out some zombies, and he leans over, and whoever this was who's driving this on the live stream just shoots him. It's awesome. It was like, yes, now he's gonna go eat him.
Okay, will there be in-game voice chat? Yes. Proximity
It's
chat.
proximity chat, so the farther you are away from somebody, the harder it is to hear them.
And it will attract zombies, but it doesn't right at the moment. Okay, handcuffs. Barter towns, roleplay only. Will the buildings you make persist between servers?
No. There's no like server hopping. Like when you go to a new server, you start over a brand new character. Everything's brand new.
Yep. Has there been any mention of different weapon types? Scavengeable, craftable, etc.
Just 16 is from the beginning. It's probably partially craftable and lootable.
And how long do you think it will take for regular players to know the map inside and out?
Give it like a month.
Yeah,
if you're playing it.
Depends on how much you play it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's big.
And then
it's going to be huge.
And then if at that point, if they add more map, then we just get more stuff to do.
More stuff to do. Yeah, it's going to dwarf DayZ's map by like a factor of 10. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be hard to learn it all.
Thing I just thought of. Have they talked about server wipes?
Oh, from EA? Mm-hmm. I don't know, but it seems logical to do that.
Really?
Well, there's probably going to be a need for wipes. There's probably going to be some big bug down the line. I don't know. But
I think natural disasters could fix that.
yes,
I think you can make it so that like it strikes random, like instead of having a hard reset. And this might be bad because the rich might get richer, but it could be like during the wipe period, it's like X number of conditions happen that make surviving so much harder. Like, I don't know, if there was like a tornado or an earthquake.
I think during server downtime...
Or an airstrike from governments that are existing possibly, maybe somewhere else, because...
A fuel air explosive taking out the whole town.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there should be a wipe in a way. Just, not just that we've been playing longer. We're already going to have the advantage. It's like, I've said this over and over again, that your character is not what you're leveling in this game, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
You
experience and all that.
Yeah, your experience, there's no experience points, but you're gaining, okay, I need to go look in this type of building to get this type of weapon. I need to craft this way. That is invaluable stuff that you're going to get by playing in early access that you're not going to get. So wiping the server really doesn't really matter because you wipe it and we'll just have an advantage anyway because we've been playing it since it came out. Unless they change things hugely.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if they wipe it, do they make is there a new map?
Yeah, there's probably...
When you're talking about wipes, are you talking about like when the game goes live after early access is done? Or are you talking about just like
in general during early access, like they were doing, or like they have had to do with Landmark?
Okay, because like I know this is partially because the game is just glitchy and they need to bump the servers. But on day Z, they'll be like 2-hour restarts or like weekly restarts. Are you talking about just like
No, they're talking about like a
clear your base, clear your character, clear everybody's shit off the map. Yeah,
like not just to respawn the new gear into the game, but like your character is completely fresh spawn.
I think that it goes without saying that they're probably going to be having those, if not frequently, then incrementally. I thought you were talking about just restarting the server for like.
No, I meant like legit, like wipe your base and everything type.
Yeah.
Type server wipe. Where are we at? Can you perform silent takedowns of players or zombies with like knives and melee weapons?
Yeah. If you're not looking at you at the time, you stab them in the back of the head.
You gotta make sure that people aren't lag stabbing each other, a la Dark Souls PvP. People limiting their bandwidth or whatnot, so they're rubber banding and getting behind you.
Can you do it in PlanetSide?
Not that I know of.
I don't know.
If you can knife kill in PlanetSide, it's pretty powerful. But as far as I know, there's no specific. At least there's not an animation for it, as far as I know.
Okay, where am I? Do we know how ammo will work in terms of loading mags or reloading? Blah blah blah.
Maybe Clegger can answer that. He's actually been killing people in this game quite a bit. I've been watching him. And you guys played it. Do you have the ammo already in your pack, or do you have to load a clip, magazine?
I didn't really get to find too many guns, if I can remember correctly.
I had a gun, like 3 bullets, and there wasn't really a whole lot.
I don't think there was a clip. I don't remember well enough.
Gun?
Maybe someone can answer this as well. I mean, for me, I like simplicity to an extent. So, like, one of the things that's kind of overwhelming as a new player in, like, say, for a game like DayZ, there's, like, so many different types of ammo that only work with very specific weapons. And, yeah, that's the more realistic approach. But, I don't know, like this War of Mine, not exactly this kind of game, obviously, but I thought it was really nice that they had universal bullets and things like that.
Just a bullet is a bullet is a bullet.
But for something like this, doesn't need to be a bullet is a bullet is a bullet, but like a shotgun shell is a shotgun shell. It's not a 410 or a 12 gauge or 16 gauge. Yeah, it's not like, oh, well, I've got a shotgun. Why aren't these shells working? Oh, it's because it's got the twin loader in the back. You don't have the sawed-off specific for it or something like that.
That is a pain in the ass, yeah.
So I hope that the level of complexity doesn't get frustrating. Like, I want it to be robust, but I don't want it to be frustrating like a lot of
tedious. Yeah. It doesn't need to be.
We have less than a half hour, guys, so let's scoot through the questions because there's a lot.
I am very close to the end of the questions that I have in here. So,
real quick, Amaze Dem just asked a question that's relevant to what was just on the screen. He said, I see a lot of birds during the stream. Are the indicator of scavenging opportunities? Yes. Indicates where somebody is dead. So a human has died, not a zombie. And you'll be able to go there and probably pick the corpse. Okay, sorry, continue on.
Okay. Any news on controller support for early access? No.
No, but I'm actually starting to enjoy playing with controllers more often now in these games. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Like, normally, particularly for first-person shooters, I like keyboard and mouse, but it's been kind of fun playing without on the games that I can.
Like DayZ, I've been playing with a controller just because holding the W down and shift at the same time to run is a lot harder than holding the forward on the joystick.
Oh, gee, I can't figure out how to do anything with a controller in DayZ. I thought it was just like a myth.
No, it's true. It actually works really nice.
What about every other command?
That sucks. Like, I will have to...
so running, you pick up the controller?
Exactly, yeah. Everything, yeah, it's just like
pass
that.
Pass
it off?
Yeah,
I do.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Huh. Not what they intended, but I mean, it works.
Probably not.
Okay. How are zombie spawn points determined?
There's something called the heat map. Okay, so and what they've talked about with the heat map before is imagine you're looking down at a map and it's sort of like a topographical map, and then on that topographical map you can sort of see like dark zones and light zones. They're sort of like, imagine different shades of like maybe red or gray or something. The hotter the area is, the more the zombies will be there. Like that's like a high zombie zone. When you go to spawn in, they're going to not drop you in the middle of that hot spot. They're going to drop you maybe 100 or 200 yards away so you can spawn there. But the zombies themselves, they'll spawn in, spread out across the map according to that heat map. At least that's what they said before.
I think what they're asking, I mean, that's really good information. I think what they mean is, like, will zombies be spawning and popping in around, like, are they persistent?
Zombies are persistent.
In a location?
Yeah.
Yes.
Until you kill them.
So it's like, right. So there's the heat map signature thing for when you're spawning in so that you're not near that. But I think what they mean is, like, are zombies always procedurally spawning, and once they're spawned, they stay there? Or is it like, okay, this player's over here, nobody's in this quadrant of the map, zombies will then kind of pop in X number of yards away from the heat signature? That makes sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. And somebody's asking, what about if it's winter? It has nothing to do with the actual heat. It's just basically saying the concentration of zombies that are in that particular area.
If it's winter, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb.
No, but he's asking, saying if there's no
temperature heat.
He's talking about if there's no temperature heat. Yeah.
Actual heat maps.
Can zombies attack you while you're in a vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
They can hit your vehicle. They can't hit you inside of it.
Yeah,
can they pull you? No, they can't pull you out of it, can they?
No, there's a window there.
Yeah. But can they break the window and pull you out? Because that seems logical.
Not yet, but I think that'd be cool. That also bugs the question, can you shoot the window and break the glass and then...
I thought I just saw it.
He just did it. Yeah, he just shot somebody through the window, I think.
Well, I mean, it didn't look like the glass broke. Unless I saw it incorrectly. Like, the glass breaks instead of just magically going through the window with the window still fine.
Oh, okay. So you're asking for the aesthetic if the glass...
Yeah. Guys will actually see it break.
Guys, remember, you type in January 15, JAN15, to be entered in for the giveaway. I'm giving away H1Z1 for release date, so when the date comes out, I'll be sending it to you on Steam. So all you got to do to enter is be following and type in Jan15. There we go. All right, continue.
Can you plant food?
Yes. You will be able to have gardens. They've talked about that in the past, at least.
I love farming in Minecraft. Which is really weird, but whatever. Will foliage change when graphics are lowered? If I hide in a bush on high graphics, I am hidden, but another player can see me if they have lower graphics. That's a DayZ question right there, because that's where you could like see everybody on DayZ if you turn the foliage off. I don't know. Is Klegman still here, or
they gotta do that. They have to.
Just share it back.
I mean, there needs to be a minimum draw distance, and there needs to be like a minimum foliage thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be. Otherwise, what's the point? I'll just max the draw distance and drop all the foliage and just have a flat green terrain thing. And 360 no-scope people all day.
Yeah.
I'll try, actually. I'll probably miss everyone, but I'll eventually see you.
Yeah, right.
Can you build on top of pre-existing buildings?
Yes. They talked about barricading and being able to like build a fort within a building. Yeah.
Like fortifying an apartment complex, something like that.
So, if I got to the top of an apartment building, it was totally flat, could I build my base on top of that?
I don't see why not. I mean,
I didn't try.
Yeah, I mean, like they have this platform thingy here.
Yeah, everything goes on top of this. Everything goes on top of this platform thing.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I just watched this video. Whoever's driving that car just launched it over the top of him. It was awesome. The Jeep just flew up in the air about 50 feet. Sorry, continue. It's just awesome.
All right. Destructible environments. Can bridges be destroyed and things like that? I don't
know.
Think so?
Probably not.
I've been watching them blowing up landmines in this base for fun for like the last half hour, and it hasn't done anything to the floor.
No.
Nope.
Not yet, I guess.
Yeah.
That other than duplicates, that sort of brings us to the end of the questions. Besides well, I mean, there are a lot of questions, but a lot of them were duplicates, so we'd already answered. Talk about the surprises that you think will be ready for early access, because they said that there were some surprises they didn't want to tell us.
that weren't on the board there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe different server types that they haven't shown. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I just feel like they've given us a lot of features, so I don't know what would be left.
Character customization.
Yeah,
But they're not.
surprise,
But
they said
they're
no.
not.
Yeah.
I believe them when they say no. Otherwise, they'd be teasy.
You're asking which ones we think they might have that's not? Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're saying what we want.
I think
No,
bicycles,
surprises.
I would really like to see that
bicycle?
very soon. I want to have my bicycle gang right around my tricycle with my tassels and my ring, and, you know, striking fear into the hearts of people.
Biker
That'd be
gang.
awesome. Yeah, biker gang.
I could see maybe
Tricycles.
like a hidden reference to something, maybe like a Yeti somewhere, or like some like one particular super zombie, or I don't know, some Easter egg from one of their other franchise games. Maybe like a bicycle helmet that looks like a New Republic, New Conglomerate from PlanetSide or something like that.
Bicycle only server.
Bicycle on the server. There we go.
Skateboards only.
Bicycle only server.
That'd be an awesome server.
Big wheel server. Will there be an in-depth
Like-
medical system? I don't think so.
Yes, there's medical school in the game right now. You can go to school. There's
Med
a
school.
hidden med school right there.
No, but I think they're probably asking, will you be able to heal somebody? You will, if you do contract the H1Z1 virus and start turning into a zombie. They did mention there will be pieces of there'll be things around the environment that you'll be able to use to sort of slow it down, including some medication that came from the company that started the virus. Some things that'll slow it
Yeah,
slow
the
it down.
pills that you gotta constantly find. Yeah.
The video,
PhD
Board Nerdy
skills.
Games, is pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded. This is just the last live stream. I wanted to put it on because people are always like, "How come we can't see you guys playing the game while you're talking?" I'm like, "Because this is a podcast." So once the game comes out, we can play it in the background. That's no problem.
Joke's on you were actually playing it. We're just not showing you.
Giggity.
We're all playing it right now.
Yeah, we're actually live play testing it.
Sorry, guys.
Ouch. It's actually got released. They just didn't tell you yet.
They gave us free copies.
It's on Steam right now if you want to check.
2 minutes, everybody. Type in January JAN15 if you'd like to have a chance to enter for the giveaway. Go ahead.
That's everything I have.
Ultralight
next.
planes and gyrocop. They did say something. I remember at the dev brunch at SW Live, they mentioned possible like planes near the end of their development.
Yeah, they did in the live stream too. They mentioned planes.
Now, I'm interested. Do they mean we drive the planes or like NPC planes that drop stuff for us? I don't know. Not sure how I feel about some guy flying around with a plane above my head. I think that'd be a little overpowered.
I don't disagree with that. I'm not entirely sure
Helicopters
people
are really bad.
should be
I don't
allowed to
see
fly.
how. What are they gonna do? They got a plane. It's not like they
Dive
got a gun.
bomb my base and blow it up.
Oh,
Then they don't have a plane anymore.
but then they don't have a
But-
plane.
My base is gone. Maybe they have a grudge against my group and they just accept death and just dive bomb right into my base. Blow the whole
That's a
thing
good
up.
point. But that's a.
I don't know. There's been people who have been really, really just upset. And if they
know,
had the
I have-
option to fly a plane in my base, I'm sure they'd take it.
I did get stream sniped by a Galaxy pilot in PlanetSide 2, and I was a Galaxy pilot, and I just like look out my window, and there's a Galaxy just coming right for me, and my loaded stream team just like loot pinata.
Taking you all out.
Yeah, okay, Satellizer, you win that one.
All
See,
right.
Smoke a Profit backing me up. He'd do that. He'd dive bomb.
All right, trying to fix the video here.
Are there other types of vehicles planned?
There's three. Yeah, there's three now, and then
What's the?
They're talking more.
I know there's the Jeep and I think the truck, and then
and the
what's
police
third?
car
Police car.
with working stuff. Yeah.
You mean I can go through towns with sirens?
Yes.
Oh, alrighty.
Yes.
Excited. Now can I blast my own music?
So a question
My
Grinch is
car.
asking us. By the way, it's probably 420 somewhere, Grinch, so spark it up. Do we ever play DayZ? Yes, all of us here play DayZ, Warzy, Rust, Forest, This War of Mine.
Dear.
Yes.
For more than a week.
I played it in 90 days once, DayZ, so.
That's
Why
a
am I
lot.
watching the video? What video?
What's that?
Somebody said to watch the video. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a previous live stream. I love the atmosphere in this game. The moods are just awesome. Like right now we're looking at it's like real foggy and sort of like it's early morning when the sun's not just coming up. The dew is out there.
Hey, look, Dave1Z1.
Dave1Z1.
Hey, Dave.
How you doing, Dave? You're missing
What's
out.
up,
We're just
Dave?
ready to close up shop here in about a couple of minutes. All right, 173 people entered. That's it. That's only, out of the 529 that are watching. Only 173 wanted a chance to get this game. So whatever. Do what I want. Good luck, everybody. You need to be following, and you need to have said. You need to say something in chat within a minute of your name coming up. So good luck with you. May the odds be in your favor. And shit. Alice the Great. Alice the Great. Are you here?
Congratulations.
Well, don't say congratulations.
Oh, right.
They could have fucked off. Oh no, they said that. There's
there you are.
Alice. Congratulations, Alice. Okay, so how you do this is just send me a message here on Twitch with yours. I need to have your Steam email address, and I put you in my database for when the game goes live. I'll send the game out to you. So, congrats, Alice. Very good, very good. All right. So let's any more questions at all, and we can get the fuck out of here.
None. No, I don't think so. I answered a bunch in chat, but they were duplicates.
All right, so just to sum up, everybody, H1Z1 Early Access starts January 15th, 2015. We're going to be doing this show for the next month, so we do it once a week. It'll be at this time every week, and might be some different guests on from time to time, and sometimes we have developers on the show with us. So come back week after week and check out and see what we got going on. And we'll see you all very soon. So real quick, we'll go around the room. Mr. Satellizer, where can people find you and watch your shit?
Hey yo guys, you can find me at twitch.tv/SatellizerGames, Twitter at SatellizerGames, Instagram, YouTube, all that kind of stuff, SatellizerGames. Do I still have that command in your chat? Yes. Okay, so that would be where you find me on all that. Been playing a lot of survival games, a lot of DayZ lately, a lot of The Forest, a lot of I think I might try Rust. Everyone's been saying it's been really nice, so I might dive into it. Yeah. So hopefully it lives up to the expectations. But yeah, really excited for H1Z1, so you'll be seeing me a lot in the world of H1Z1, I guess.
All right. Tangent, where can people find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/tangentgaming, on Twitter at Team Tangent, and I stream every single day, 11 a.m. Eastern to 7 p.m. Eastern. I do mainly do variety streaming, but we are absolutely on the survival horror kick, and currently we are doing Rust.
Awesome. Everyone should be clicking on, so you guys should say something in chat so that they can click your name and hit the follow. You guys, please give these guys a follow. They're really great streamers, and they deserve it. Skyla, go!
Hey, I'm Skylatron, here on Twitch and Twitter. I tweet a lot of things, and I'm a variety streamer, but mostly MMOs. So, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Whose birthday?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm Geek Dumbo, and I've been streaming a lot of Rust. For like the last month now, we've been doing sort of a ramp up to H1Z1, so I've been playing DayZ like crazy, Rust, This War of Mine, all the survival games that I could find. For the next couple of days, though, I'm going to be doing Elite Dangerous because they asked me to do that before they're launched, but I'll be back to doing next week, playing a lot of more survival games. So, there we go. Thanks, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming. Thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, H1Z1, Adam Klegman, Dave Z1, and any other H1Z1 devs that might have been here but didn't say much. H1Z1 Jane, thanks for coming and supporting. We will see you guys in H1Z1 HQ. Big shout out to them. And we will see you guys next week. Thanks a lot. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
Adios. Bye-bye.